Hey Glenn, why the hell are you wearing headphones? It's because I've got this plugged in. This is the Nux Mighty Plug Pro, and this is a full headphone amp system that plugs right into your guitar and goes for about $140. And this is a pretty full functional unit. I was kind of impressed with this. I mean, like, I'm a kid who grew up in the 80s, and the idea of a headphone amp was basically the Rockman, which was, a pretty significant piece of gear, not only in terms of size. They were freaking huge. They were also very, very expensive, not what you call super affordable. This, on the other hand, is $140. It's tiny, can fit in a gig bag or a backpack or whatever. And it's basically an entire amp suite on a chip, more or less, that you can control via Bluetooth. Now, I've got the app going on my iPad here, but unfortunately it doesn't do the horizontal thing, so I kind of gotta lay it flat, unfortunately. That's my only gripe so far. But there's apps for Android, iOS, Mac, PC, you name it. I've got it for the Mac as well. Tried a few things on there, and it was actually able to allow me to load up some custom IRs right into this thing so I can take those on the go with me wherever I may be. That's a really cool feature. The other really cool feature is the one thing I look forward to the most and any kind of guitar software is the ability to turn off the IR so I can just get, doesn't sound so pleasant, but kick on the old IRs and oh yeah, this does the thing. Oh yeah, did I mention there's a full suite of stereo effects? Hang on, let's kick on a little bit of stereo chorus on there because that just sounded a little too mono to my ears. Okay, now I gotta admit, it's a little comfortable sitting in classical position like this because weirdly enough, I am hooked in via USB-C cable here and not through a normal guitar cable. And this one's just not very long and this kind of sticks out a little bit weird. So there is that. I'm sure if I was not connected to USB-C, this wouldn't be an issue. Hold on, let me disconnect this real quick and see what happens. And just kind of tuck that out of the way. Oh yeah, we're in business. That's great. So next time if you want to record this via USB-C, make sure you get a longer one, especially if you're going to do it on camera. But that's the great thing about USB-C. It works either way, so that does the thing. Let's see if it actually... Oh, cool. It just reconnected like that. No problem at all. That's really good. Yeah, I love the fact that there's just, so many onboard effects and it's just basically an entire suite of stuff here. We got a gate, compressor, effects, just so much stuff. And then, yeah, of course, for leads, delay. That's just too much fun. That really is. Wow. All right. So just to get started with this thing, it works by Bluetooth, so you can control it with your phone or your mobile device of whatever kind you want. And then it's got a USB-C connection for direct recording. Plus it's got a headphone out. So the great thing is, yes, you can just plug in and away you go. Plug in your headphones. Doesn't matter where you are. You've got an amp to practice through. This is really cool. I would have killed for one of these in college. I don't know how many times I was stuck at a train station or at a bus station with nothing to do but practice exercises. And, I would have killed for one of these things. Again, Rockmans were just way too expensive for teenage me, but this is definitely affordable. Now, this is the kind of thing I would definitely get my nieces and nephews as a gift for something to practice with. This would make a really cool birthday present or Christmas present or something like that. I think, like I said, I would have absolutely loved to get one of these things just for the portability of it. That's for sure. Now, I'm not going to say this is going to replace your amp sims or your quad cortex or anything like that. No, that is not the main function of this. This is a practice unit. This is a convenience unit. This is like, hey, let's have something to jam with on the go. And that, for that application, it's absolutely fine. It's not pretending to be something else. It does have some recording function, but I've got a few issues with it because I've loaded up some custom IRs with it and it definitely does something to the top end of the IR. Like that sounds fine until you start comparing it to other IRs. Here's the same IR loaded up on my computer. So there's obviously a big difference going on in the top end. I don't know what's going on with the IR loader here. I think that's something they need to address in a future update. Hopefully they can get a look at it and see what's going on with the bandwidth, how it's affecting the top end. So this is, like I said, this isn't something I would want to record. I don't even know if I'd want to record with this amp model, to be completely honest with you. I've definitely got some digital favorites. This isn't one of them for the high gain stuff, but once again, I can't use my favorites live on the go while waiting for a train or something like that. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but I'm certainly not hating it. This definitely sounds a lot better than some of the early digital units that were passed off as, you know, the be-all end-all of guitar recording, which turned out to be anything but. But I mean, you know, just going over things, you know, we got a gate here, compressor, you know, we got a couple different types of comp. Ooh, studio comp, look at that. That's gonna be like 1176 style comp. Yeah, you can just hear it biting down on that. Not a huge fan of compression in front of an amp. Then we got all kinds of different overdrives and one. Ooh, fuzz. Let's see what this is. Muff fuzz. That's actually not half bad. I kind of like that. But I mean, like for the thrashy stuff, you know, just go a T-screamer here, you know, full level, tone up a little bit, drive back. Yeah, that just tightens your bottom up massively. I'm not sure if I like that. Let's see if I can find something a little bit thicker sounding. Morning drive, eat dist, red dirt. Let's see, crunch. Ooh, that's not bad right there. You know, that's pretty cool. And again, you got modulation effects, you know, that's your choruses, all that kind of stuff. A couple different delays, digital delay, tape delay, echo. That's super cool. You can even have like a 10-band EQ here. I love how they break it up onto various pages. That's great. And a reverb. We got plate in here. Ooh, we got plate reverb. Cool, we're in business. Does the thing. I'm kind of curious how that's going to sound on a clean channel, actually. Do we have something clean here? I'll be honest, I haven't really looked yet. What do we got here? Brit 800, close. That's pretty clean. Dual erect. Super reverb. Gotta admit, I'm not the world's biggest fan of reverb on heavy tones. Let's see how this sounds here. Ooh, listen to that. Wow, that's what the That's kind of a neat little preset, that's for sure. It's kind of like, what the hell? They got mod detune. Oh, that's on. Oh, that's an analog delay. Okay, cool. Put the hall reverb. I don't like the hall. Let's put the plate on. Cool. Yeah, I am not a clean player. I don't know my cowboy chords very well. I can freely admit that, but at least, yeah. It does the clean thing. Yeah, okay, great. Let's see what else we got in here. We got, ooh, that's a stage man. That's a pretty bizarre sound, but okay, I'll take it. Okay, cool. Now, I just was getting into a bit of a deep dive here, and yeah, this has even got built-in drum beats for practicing too, so that is just killer. Okay. Usually I play that one just a little bit faster. Okay, not only are there drum tracks, but there's just a whole crap ton of jam tracks here you can all pull up and try out at your leisure. I'm not going to bore you guys with it, that's for sure. There's even custom ones? Okay, I'm not even sure what that's all about, but there we go. And if we go into other, almost forgot, there's even a microphone input on this thing. So if you want to say like do voiceover with a headset or something like that while you're playing, you can do that. So that's pretty cool too. I gotta admit, my setup here is maybe a little bit more sophisticated than that. I've got actual stuff set up for specifically for this thing. But yeah, I mean, like, I gotta admit, that's kind of cool that they even put that in. It was totally not necessary, but hey, what the hell? Why not? If you've got the space on the chip and it can handle it, throw in the functionality. Great idea. All right, so that is the Nux Mighty Plug Pro. You can find it online at various places, including Amazon. It's going anywhere from what I've seen from about $109 to $139 US. For more information, software downloads, all of that, you can check it out over at nuxeffects.com. And my bottom line is here, I'm pretty impressed with the amount of functionality that they put into this little box. I like the fact that it just collapses down like this and can fit in a backpack with no problem, or your gig bag or whatnot. So if you want to warm up even before a gig or whatnot and you don't want to disturb anybody else, yeah, right, like guitar players worry about disturbing other people. Anyway, seriously, you just plug into this, throw on some headphones, and away you go. Gotta say, super cool product. I love the evolution of the headphone amp, just how far it's come. And it's come an extremely long way since the Rockman days. Very cool indeed. All right, that's it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you found it useful, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to learn some more about desktop guitar recording, you can check out this video right here.